All righty. Right now we've got Steve and Brian with us from Lost Circus. How's it going, guys?
Excellent.
Doing well, thank you.
All right. We were lucky enough to see you guys live here a while back. You opened up for Accept
Yep.
at the
Great show.
what was that? The Brooklyn Bowl.
Brooklyn Bowl, yeah.
Yes. And we'd never heard of you before, and you guys come out and you killed it.
Thank you very much. That was a blast. We had a great time.
Yeah, it was a great night, and like I said, you guys actually were the first opener. They had a second opener, but you guys should have been right after or right before
Appreciate
Accept
that,
because
yeah.
it was really
Appreciate
good.
it.
So, are you guys from Nashville itself then?
We've been here forever, yeah. It's a Nashville-based band. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, how long you guys been doing this then?
We started in 2020, right before the thing happened. And
Well, it'll give you a little bit of extra practice time then, I guess.
we had a lot of downtime, so we started writing songs and forming the band. We finally pieced us all together that year. And then we went in 21, we released our album. Was it? End of 21, we released the album, the first
Okay.
album. So,
Yeah, that's
which is coming back, which is going to be re-released on FHM Records out of Germany. So
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Could be putting some vinyl out too.
yes, I think so. I believe so. That's the plan.
We love to hear that.
Yeah, we've got all of the packaging ready to go. It's been remastered by Mayor Applebaum,
Okay.
and so it's ready to go. So if the record company says we're going to do it, they're going to print up, the vinyl. So we're looking forward to that. Because
That's
I
awesome.
actually heard on the radio just the other day that last year was the first year since 1987 that vinyl outsold CDs.
Yes.
So it would probably be a good idea to do that.
Well, the thing is, I've got a new truck, and my wife's car is the only one that has a CD player. The new trucks don't even have CDs player. So I've
Yeah.
got a ton of CDs
Yeah.
that they make good frisbees and coasters, but that's about it.
Exactly. And now everything's Bluetooth, or you can plug in an aux or something like that. But
Right, but I'm saying myself and Bill, we are vinyl. We love to get vinyl.
Oh,
so.
yeah, me too. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you guys go out from Nashville touring around this area?
We're getting ready to. We're playing here locally at the 404 May 20th. But we've got some stuff lined up we can't talk about yet.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Keep
Never heard that before.
keeps everybody on their toes, wanting to
Yeah.
know more. That's great.
as of today, Saturday, what is today, 14th?
Yep. No, it's
18th. 18th. Yeah, yesterday was
St. Patrick's Day.
Patrick's Day. Yeah, as of yesterday, a new show just got put on the books that will be announced soon. It's going to be a pretty big deal, so
Well,
we're
that's
looking
awesome.
forward to it.
That is great. No,
We just can't say anything about it, and it's driving me nuts.
that's not a bad thing to have, though. Something like that where
No,
you're going to
definitely.
be excited
and
about.
the last week, a bunch of things have really picked up, and it's great to have a record company, believe in you enough to, put their money where their mouth is, and to have a German record company in particular, because how big the music is over there. To
True.
have them behind you, I think it's going to be a pretty neat thing. So
will that be opportunities to go to Germany and do a tour?
that actually came up just a couple days ago in conversation.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. Get to
So-
see some.
Because
see some
over
country.
there, festivals are a big deal, and you can line stuff up to make it make sense logistically to get over there and make a run. So
Exactly. So with that being said, there's a lot of festivals now in the summertime in the U.S. Have you guys looked at? Are you going to get into that too?
we have not, because we're our own booking agent at the moment.
Gotcha.
So we're working on some other angles. We just actually had a meeting over at the booth with somebody who's going to work on getting us some floating dates.
Right.
And out on some boats, and so we'll see how that goes.
That's awesome.
Out on some boats.
I'll tell you one thing too that Bill and I think we talked about that night when we guys saw you. You see all these up and coming bands and these young kids out there, these young pups doing stuff. You're closer to my age
I'm
than
old.
you.
Thanks for noticing.
And the thing is, I love that. I love that fact. When I played for years, never made it more than a bar band. But
Same.
I got to the point I was like, I'm just getting too old for this shit. But I love to see, and with you're coming out with the energy of a young man, but you got the years of experience.
Right, because
And-
we could not. 30 years ago, I couldn't afford to do what we're doing right now. That's
Right.
for sure.
Right.
So working hard and just trying to figure out. We got together. When we got together, we decided we've got a window of opportunity to do this, so we just hit it.
Right.
And so
So everybody in the band is about your age then, or is that
Chad is the puppy.
Right.
I think he's 40. He's 10 years younger than we are.
Okay.
I think 8 years younger than we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So growing up, I know you grew up in probably the same time that I did.
Mm-hmm.
What were you guys' influences back then? I mean, what made you want to play and want to be in bands?
I auditioned for a band. Because they didn't like the singer, and I just jumped in and I sang Back in Black for a cover band, and they said, "Oh, you can sing," and I said, "I can," and so then I took it from there. And my biggest influence is Megadeth. That's my favorite band. But I love Night Ranger and those guys over there. Anyway, I love Night Ranger, any of the mellower stuff, but I really love the heavy stuff.
Right.
When we did this, I thought we were going to be like a Queensryche meets Megadeth type band, but then it ended up being what it is. So it's like hard rock, heavy metal-ish.
Right.
Yeah, so that's basically influences is the 80s music, 80s metal, 80s hard rock. So, and Brian?
Yeah, I mean, for me, my first, I guess, influence was equally Kiss and Alice Cooper.
Okay.
And that was before I, learned music, but that's what really influenced me from the show aspect.
Sure.
I've never enjoyed just being in a band, just standing there. I've always wanted to present a show like theater.
Right.
If you're going to see somebody play, you should see more than just people just standing there, to me.
Right.
And but then when I really got into music, the first 2 albums I got was the Rocky III soundtrack and Black Sabbath Live Evil with Ronnie James Dio. And that was just
that's kind of bookends.
Yeah,
Isn't it? It's like
those were the 2 things that were there on the shelf, and I was like, I had some money. I was living in Saudi Arabia at the time. I had some money, and that's what I bought, because I had heard Eye of the Tiger.
Right.
So, but yeah, it just, went from that to Twisted Sister, Doc and Striper, Iron Maiden. I remember the first time exactly where I was when I heard Number of the Beast. That was the first Iron Maiden song that I heard, and a buddy named Vic played it for me, and I can remember to this day exactly where I was standing. And so that type of thing, everything that was big and epic and, great vocalists, that's what I've always gravitated towards, is somebody that can really sing, And so it just kind of developed from there, and I think our sound has become, it's definitely influenced, but I like to call it modern 80s.
Right.
Because you've definitely got the genesis in that time, but since then, so many things have happened in music to influence us, and little things sneak in, and then you add the production value that you can get for so much less money than it used to be. You had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a great album, and now you get the right people together that know what they're doing. You can do it for so much less and finally get your art out there and express yourself, and it actually be quality. And so that's how it all kind of came together, was like all those influences mixed together, and this is what we got. Totally different than what we expected.
Sure.
But in a good way.
Like you said, back in the 80s when I was just starting out too, the best that you could probably have at that point was like an old Fostex 4-track.
Exactly.
And it was great for making demos and stuff, but you wasn't going to make that and set it out. And now you can sit at home and make albums that are just as good or better than studios were at that point. Plus, you're not under the gun of time restraint where you're the clock's ticking, the money just keeps piling up.
You have to be done by tonight.
Yeah. But it gives you a chance to really fine tune something.
Right. And that's really opened it up to where you can concentrate on the song, the quality of the song, because there's no reason to not get good quality in the sound.
Sure.
So the song becomes very important. You can actually work on the song a lot more than just the sound. Rather than just worrying about all the engineering, you can actually spend time on the vocals and the details and everything else. So
yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right, so where can we find you guys? Well, Lost Circus, what's...
Every platform available. That's not a lie. We're on, was it Linktree? Linktree has it all grouped together with all the links together on it. And, we're on Amazon Music, Apple, Spotify.
Lost Circus.
Yeah, LostCircusOfficial.com.
So LostCircusOfficial.com. and that's where we'll be able to find out these little tidbits that
Yeah.
you're about
Facebook,
to explode to tell us about.
Yeah. Facebook would be the first place to go. I think we're
Okay.
on that more than anything else. But
Okay.
we've got a little TikTok presence, nothing major,
All right.
but stuff like
Yeah,
that.
TikTok's for
Whatever
the
those kids do. Yeah.
But that's great. Yeah, no, like I said, keep us informed, and like I said, I want to hear, and I want to go see you guys again too. We really, Bill and I, like I said, we enjoyed that night hearing you guys play.
Keep an eye out. We got something brewing.
Yeah, that's
No, that's not even a lie.
there you go.
It's true.
It's not coffee, is it?
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I sure
All right.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it, fellas.
All right. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day, man.
You too.
All
Bye.
right, bye.